And then the doctor said to me, oh, we're live.
It wouldn't bleed so
everybody,
much if you just keep your finger out of there.
Wouldn't get so many nosebleeds if I kept my finger out of there. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Project Talk, your favorite 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on a Sunday afternoon live stream. So I made mention in the chat that I decided that the studio needs a carpet, some type of a rug, and I was going to do it originally, and then I decided I didn't really need it. But today, even though the camera is on all the time, it's not recording all the time, which is sad because I went to get in my chair and my chair decided, nope. I can't stop the chair from moving. It just like takes off on me. So I got to put a carpet in here. So you guys don't get to see that. Sorry, it wasn't actually filmed.
I just put a carpet in the downstairs studio as well. Interestingly enough.
Yeah. Well, it would help with echo too. This room is very echoey.
I just sent you a picture of it on Twitter.
Oh, appropriate.
Right?
It's funny that they would even make such a thing.
It's an AliExpress special.
Wow. All the way from the
This is how impressed the people in my life are with me. The look on her face is perfect.
Is that Schrodinger's cat? Did you see the title of the stream?
I did see the Schrodinger's cat reference. I remember what the rest of it said, though.
I just said the one where Schrodinger's cat shows up or doesn't.
Oh, there you go.
Yes. So down the chat really fast. Everybody was here at like 2:00 this afternoon. I don't know. I've been. In fact, Nadav was here 105 minutes early. So, I don't know if I've said this to you guys lately, but we sure appreciate you. That's what we appreciate about you.
Have you watched any of Shoresy yet?
No, I don't have access to it.
Oh.
Apparently. Just crazy.
It is the same humor as Letterkenny, but it has an overarching storyline versus being contained.
Yeah. Sure. I'll definitely check it out. But Nadav is here. Scott McClellan is here. Sergio is here. Brian's here. I'm going to skip that 3D Medic Vince guy because he hurt my feelings.
You have feelings? What a weird thing to have.
Everybody has feelings. Some are just tougher than others. Vince said, may as well take a seat now to avoid the massive crowd in the stream.
Oh, geez.
How many friends did you bring, Vince? So anyway.
He brought all of them. Our count is exactly the same. Shots fired.
Alan is here. Brian is here. We missed you last week, Brian. Now I've lost track of who I've already called out. Local Maker Michigan is here. That Fun King 3D guy is here. Clint is here. Brian. Oh, I got Brian. Builders Mark. Alan King.
Oh, Tanner 3D is here.
Ricky Tanner's in the house. Hey, Ricky.
Not to be confused with Ricky Bobby.
No. I'm on fire.
I heard they both like to go fast, though.
Oh, so much has happened in the last week. Not really, but yeah. So I have I'm sure you guys know this about me, but I have a little bit of a obsessive compulsive disorder.
Oh, I thought you were going to tell them about your chronic diarrhea.
No, that was just between you and me.
And the toilet. Sorry, I'm a bit of a poop disturber. Okay, bye.
So I'm sure a lot of people in this group kind of suffer from the same thing, and that is that, like, when you get into a project or a hobby, and I've had this conversation with quite a few members of this community, but you kind of take it on from 0 to like 120%. And you just full bore as long as you can, and then you're just like, I'm done. So, for those of you who don't know,
you gave up on the Fun King Garage.
What's that?
You gave up on Fun King Garage?
Yeah, I gave it 120%, and then I said, it's too bloody hot outside.
From hero to zero.
I'm going to start doing Fun King sits in the air conditioning. But no, so I've taken up the editing of my own videos now, and it's not that I'm new to editing, but I guess I'm really new to editing. I have found, and if you use Adobe Premiere Pro, I don't know why they have to call it that because there really is no Adobe Premiere, but whatever. If you use the Adobe's Premiere Pro, there is a guy named Javier Mercedes on YouTube that his they're not really tutorials, lessons. I don't know, but he teaches things in a very quick manner, but also very cleanly, and he's entertaining. So I have been just like open the fire hose and take in as much about Adobe Premiere as I can. And there is some stuff inside of Adobe Premiere that I had no clue that it could do. Did you know that you can remix audio in Premiere to a specific length?
I did not know that.
If you have a song and say it's 4 minutes, but you need it to be 2 minutes and 58 seconds, instead of just clipping it and fading it off at the end, you can tell Premiere to remix it to your time frame, and it will actually do its own transitions, even with lyrics. And it works really pretty well. So that was a fun one that I learned.
I'm actually not using Premiere for my editing, although I'm wondering if I should now.
Well, not just for that feature, but
Oh, specifically that.
just specifically that.
Yeah.
Adobe Audition also does it, but now they built it into Premiere. But anyway, so
I did shrink because I was launching Minecraft, but it immediately crashed.
Yeah, I launched mine before I started, and like because it pegs my CPU for about 3 minutes running both OBS and. I guess on days when we're doing Minecraft, I don't really need OBS.
Well, if you want to put your, don't you need to, like, if you want to put your gameplay and your face over top, you need something
because I put myself down yonder. I do like to do this.
Like Minecraft 1.18.1 launched all the way to like the title screen and then crashed. So it wasn't even like it crashed on launch. It was like.
Well, did you update the server?
I did not.
Okay, because I think I'm still running. Oh yeah, 1.18.1.
See if any of the servers are currently talking, because I haven't been on it since last time we played together.
That's been a while.
It's been a while.
So, but I was telling the whole editing story just to come around and say, if you didn't watch my video on Friday, what's wrong with you?
It took so much time and effort.
It was, it did take a lot. Took me between like 16 and 20 hours of editing, which I know is ridiculous, but I'll get faster. I'll get better. I'm almost done editing the next video, but that won't come out until a week from Friday. I'm going to go every 2 weeks right now until I can get a proper rhythm, because I also have to have time to work my day job and make the content. So it's all good.
The server is currently offline, so I feel like this happens every time. Like that, it's just shut itself down at some point since we haven't been on it. Yeah, it shows offline on. So I got to figure out how to restart it from here now. We got to see friends that we haven't.
From me.
Oh, it should be. I was gonna say, like right on their system, it's saying that it's offline.
Yeah, I don't remember. Oh yeah, I don't remember which one I.
Let's see if it just comes back up cleanly.
I don't remember what I named it because I gave it a funny name so that nobody would know what it was.
Should be back up in a second.
Vince said I liked it a lot and left a nice comment. So here it is. We got 13 people in here watching, at least that StreamYard knows about. And I do seriously want to ask all of you. I mean, obviously, if you haven't watched the video, go watch the video. But I guess I want to ask you guys like a steering committee. I mean, first of all, honestly, what do you think of the videos? What do you think of my editing style? Is that the right word? My editing ability?
I mean, I think in general that's the right word, but I've seen what you're doing, so I don't know if style's the right. No, I'm just kidding.
But God, it's a good thing I don't have feelings.
Nothing more than feelings.
Oh, look at it. Sergio throwing down 10 US dollarinos to continue the garage door fund. I need it too. It gives me a good workout opening it up, but you guys will see actually in the next video that's coming out, which is not a Fummins video, by the way. It's I don't know if it's like the coolest project ever. In fact, I know it's not the coolest project ever, but it was really a fun one, and the story behind it was great. So you definitely want to check that out. But no, I like always know that you can feel free to give me honest opinions and
That's what
honest
you told me.
feedback.
You started to cry when I tried to bring you feedback.
Yeah, well, that's because you're mean. God.
I have feedback right now. Do you want to hear it?
Oh, boy, do I.
You need to end every episode with "Until next time, get back in the Fun King garage."
I think I've actually used, not at the end, but I think I said something like, it's time to get into the Fun King garage.
Peg Leg Paul says he hates your videos. The editing stinks. You need to edit hair on your head, then the videos might be more watchable. And he's obviously coming from an area of expertise.
Well, he does have the hair on his head, that's for sure.
His videos are doing so well that he can't even afford to pay somebody to do extra voices for him. They all sound like Mr. Madden.
Now, you got to go easy on Xander. His feelings may not be as tough as mine.
Yeah, I'm still bitter that he canceled Xander's thing Thursday. That's gonna be Zach's thing sometimes.
He said, "Dang, bro." You know, it's really funny because I was doing a lighting and audio check because I got the new lights for out in the garage, the new filming lights, and I had set them all up, and I was just doing an audio check and stuff, and like I'm clicking through the lights. Okay, key light, fill light, hair light, even though I got no hair. But you know, like I don't get to use that stuff because where do you put that in a video? And it's not that I couldn't slide it in there, but these videos are already like they feel like they're getting longer and longer, and I don't want to. I mean, I realize Derek does 2-hour videos and gets by with it, but that's Derek.
I think once you're at the point where like if you ever get to the point where you're doing this for a living, then you can look at doing large projects that are encompassed in one video.
Yeah.
Because if you're getting millions of views on that one video, it may be better than trying to split it out and only getting, a few hundred thousand or whatever.
You know, with all of the outtakes and stuff, I'm kind of saving that for my Patreons when I get some, just saying. But
yeah, Patreon, go
Patreon. Vince said, Glenn, you're doing a great job with the series. I think of it like TV short series. It's been fun to watch, and I actually look forward. I truly appreciate that. I mean, I'm really not. I'm not looking for the the pat on the back. Everybody likes that. It keeps me driven. Xander is a good sounding board. Like I show Xander the things that I'm doing, and he'll tell me square up like, oh, that avatar sucks, or that thumbnail sucks, or I'm going to spend more of your money on video games. That's usually what he says to me. But
yeah, I'm more than willing to help you for money.
What's that?
He's like, I'm more than willing to help you for money.
Well, that's what he told me. He told me that he would be my camera guy if I'd pay him. And I'm like, no.
I mean, to Xander's credit, the fact that I know that all his characters sound like Mr. Madden and know who Mr. Madden is shows that I at least watch his videos. I heard his videos are much more enjoyable in Canada because of legalization of things. It helps you weed out the bad videos.
I still can't see the server.
Are you sure you're trying to connect to the right one?
No. I might have deleted it.
Okay, I need to, because I realized I might have accidentally flashed an IP address or two up there earlier. So let's make that disappear.
Yeah, but they're going to have to be whitelisted to get in anyway.
Absolutely. Maybe.
Local Maker Michigan said, just do it the way that you like doing it. Viewers will stay if it's genuine. Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I agree with that.
My problem is people don't like me. So that doesn't help.
Are you saying they only show up on Sundays for me?
Yes. Hey, I've seen your numbers when I'm not here, and they're the same.
They only show up in the slight hope of glimpse that Chris Riley will guest host.
The Chris Riley.
So it's not that I want to vary the way that I do things for others. I want to put more of myself in them. Like, I feel like a lot of the stuff that I'm shooting isn't me. It's, and whether people like me for me or not, I don't care. I don't know. Like, I have a good sense of humor. The behind the scenes stuff, the stuff that hits the cutting room floor is absolutely the best. I just don't know how to use it. Like when I'm shooting the interview shots, it was Sean, now it's my wife running the camera, and I screw up a lot. And some of it's really funny. So, and then, like I just kind of goof around between takes. But again, I don't know how to use that stuff. So, Peg Leg Paul says, I'm only here for James and the occasional Chris Riley.
I have a fan.
You have a fan, yeah. James who? Hey, Big Mike. Big Mike wants to know, did anybody back the bamboo printer? I didn't because I don't have any money. That's not true. I have money. I just don't have money for printers.
Why did the brightness go all weighty whack on my camera?
I don't know. Like, yeah, you're really, really dark.
Let's see. I'll turn it all the way up. Now it's like a slideshow.
Copy link address. Yeah, I did. I deleted the wrong one.
That's what you get, you big goof.
I was still connected to James gets all his ideas from Glenn.com.
/ it's the other way around.
Oh, you know what?
Chicken butt?
Stupid Twitter. I went to copy that link and it gave me a t.co link. Oh, remember a couple weeks ago I told you I couldn't click on those links?
Yeah.
It was Pi-hole.
So did you shut your Pi-hole?
Well, I know I had to open my Pi-hole.
Oh, I see.
That's the way it works.
Open your Pi-hole wide.
I opened my Pi-hole for the t.co links. It's refreshing. By the time it works,
what do you find refreshing?
James After Dark.
Giggity.
Yeah, Ricky said he couldn't afford it right now. I mean, it's always nice to jump on a Kickstarter because of the money you save, but
it might be money that you lose.
I'd rather make sure that it's going to be, good. So the one that I really, really regret, and it wasn't a 3D printer, it's called the Arc Droid. It's a robotic arm that does plasma CNC plasma cutting, but it's not a big table. It's just an arm. But what's really cool about it, I mean, it's not super big. Like it's just for little parts and stuff. I mean, I don't know, two square feet. But what's really neat is you can take the plasma head off of it and you put a stylus head on there, and you can actually digitize right into the machine what you need to cut. Like you click the button, click points, arches, arcs, whatever, and then it'll cut that. So, oh, keep it up there, peg leg Paul. I'm going to shut your pie hole and you'll have no internet. In fact, I'm just going to go shut his internet off right now.
Turn off his Fortnites. Give me
Actually,
2 seconds.
I won't turn his internet off. I'll just throttle it way down. Oh, I still can't see the server. I'm not going to get to play today. It can't connect. Oh, there's too many things going on. I need a kid that will come and read chat for me now, like back in the olden days when my big kid was useful. Table mounted plasma cutter arm is so awesome. It is. It's a really neat tool. And the savings on it was like 50% off if you got in on it when they first released it, but I just couldn't swing it. I couldn't swing it because it's an arm. No. Yeah, now I'm kind of sorry I didn't, but maybe someday when I'm a big famous YouTuber, they'll give me one. James is over there having a fun conversation. If he was full screen, I would like voice over what he's saying so that be like, "What's up, eh? I need to go get some poutine and a beer, eh? It's really cold outside because it's Canada, eh?
It is cold today.
Gonna call the Mounties on you."
It's actually quite warm here today. I had to talk to Kay about something quickly, so it was easier to just mute it and then see if anybody could lip read.
Well, you're so tiny. You said it's warm there?
Yeah, it was pretty warm today.
Yeah.
Not warm enough to be swimming, but not cold enough to be in the hot tub. First world problems.
It is straight up 90 degrees here. Yeah, I can't get into the server. I don't know.
I don't
know what I've done wrong.
know.
And it's still on 118.1, yeah?
Yeah. And I'm presently on it. Oh, except for it crashed when I told OBS to start capturing it again. It crashed the game. Well, how do you like them apples?
I think my computer's rejecting it because it's Canadian.
I bet you it's not even doing it politely. I'm gonna be annoyed if you can't connect to it because I've been paying for this server monthly since we started it.
Well, they need to give you your money back.
What was that?
They need to give you your money back. They're biased against Americans.
Let's see.
Yeah, I was so into getting that all set up. I never even tested my speed today. I usually do a speed test before we begin so that I don't look like or sound like a robot.
No, you got the right one.
Oh, no, plenty of speed. Plenty of speed.
Have you tried connecting to it anyways?
Yeah, that's the one that I don't know. I'll try it. Yeah.
I have had it where it shows that it's not pingable, but then it connects anyways.
Failed to connect to the server, unknown host. I'm going to blow it out and do it again.
Yeah, you might have extra spaces or something crammed in.
Well, I did copy it from the Twitters because I can't just click the link or right click and save link as.
Best Minecraft days are the days where you don't even get to play Minecraft.
Yeah, I was just going to work on a dumb project. So my truck key, the hoop on the top of it, snapped off. First, it was just one side that was broken, so I took a pin and I got it real hot and like jammed it down through there to reinforce it.
Yeah.
And then the other side broke off. So
Womp
now
womp.
it's got no ring for the key ring. So that's all fun and dandy.
That's a fail.
Oh, I bet I know what happened. It put the HTTPS on, or the HTTPS on it. I bet that's.
Oh, it automatically linkified it.
It linkified the link. All right, I need a good name for this server.
Pee poo poo. Peg Leg Paul's House of Emporiums. Are you getting suggestions from anybody else? Is it just me?
No, that's it. It would help if I spelled it right. I named it the Bottom Feeder Emporium.
Oh, so same thing.
Wow, look at that. I have connection. Glenn's land.
Welcome to your first day on the internet, Glenn.
Yeah, technology's hard. I'm not very good with these computer things. Oh, you know what else I learned this week? My two yellow spotlights over here, if the power cuts out, they turn themselves on. I came in here the other day because I used this computer to transfer the videos from the camera so that my SD card is here so that when I get all the way back to the garage, it's just here. So, but I come in here and the lights are on and I thought, what is going on? And then I realized it was from power surge. All right, so now this is just too hard. This is too much. I need to put a button on my Stream Deck for Minecraft streaming.
Yeah, it's just the time waster button.
The time waster button?
Yeah.
Oh, that's another thing that I wanted to tell everybody about too. If you guys have never seen, this isn't going to be fair, I bought a Contour Shuttle.
I don't know what that is.
I was like, what?
Are you showing it?
I'm gonna. It'll take me a second to pull it up.
I don't know if you realized because it was super stealthy, but my cat has returned. She's barely an inconvenience at all. You left the game.
Are we back?
Yeah, you're back.
Oh, you were gone too.
No, it was just you.
Well, you were gone from me.
You were gone from everything.
Yeah, it pegged my CPU at 100% there for a moment.
You got peg-legged Pauled? Yeah, I was still moving around and stuff, and you were a little frozen.
Well, like you were saying something else, and you were like, and then poof, you went out.
But I think that was just your like. I think Streamlabs is still receiving everything fine.
Yeah, because it disconnected me from the Minecrafts.
I'm gonna try and build some machines today, I think.
All right. Sorry about that slight interruption. That is the upside to using StreamYard, though. Like, had this been the olden days of Hangouts,
Yeah, you'd be starting a new stream again,
yeah, the stream would have been completely over. All right.
and I would not have bothered coming back.
True for most people.
Okay, it's getting dark again. I was just thinking it's been almost 30 seconds since it was dark.
It does get dark too often. All right, let's throw this over here.
Okay, I'll ask the question everybody's wondering. How's Zach? Oh, you left the game again. Is he frozen?
No, I completely dumped out of the game.
Oof.
I don't know if that's what's causing the problem, but I think that I'm going to leave you alone for a minute and reboot.
Oh no.
Right after
People don't like me. Your viewership's going to go into the negatives.
After I show this amazing thing.
I'm gonna get
So
inside so I don't
this
die.
is a Contour Shuttle.
Hold on 2 seconds. I need to get inside so I don't get killed while I look at your Contour Shuttle. Oh, I switched to the. Oh, I see.
So it's a jog wheel, and then all of these buttons are programmable. And like I've now got it pretty well set that when I'm editing, I don't have to touch the keyboard. I can do right hand on the mouse, left hand on the shuttle, and do all my editing. But what's really cool, I found out that you can program it for like any software. So now I'm also using it for the takeoff software that I use for work.
My real question for you then is why didn't you modify your Stream Deck so you could be able to do the same thing?
That's a great question, and I looked into it. There's a couple of problems. One, the Stream Deck is here in the studio, and I'm upstairs.
Right.
And I have my hot box that I built, which I could have kind of done the same thing, but it does not have a jog wheel.
But you could build another one that had a jog wheel.
Yeah, but this thing was only like $99, and I had credit card reward points, so it really cost me $0. I couldn't build it for $0.
It's true. Of course, you could use the same credit card reward miles to buy the parts to build one, and then you could have built it for $0.
Yeah, but it would have cost me like $200 in parts to build one.
No. AliExpress, you could probably build it for $8.
So, but it's really neat that like the silver wheel in the middle is just frame by frame, and then the outer jog wheel, if you turn it a little, it's 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, like this. So the more you turn it, the faster it goes. I don't know. I'm digging it. I'm getting into the rhythm of using it. I like it.
Hey, check it out. I'm Wilson. Heidi ho, neighborino.
Heidi ho, Caterino. All right, so
you're gonna do a little rebut.
I'm gonna look at my task manager. But
I didn't know Grisella was there today.
So something is which by the way, for those of you who don't know, which is probably most of you because I only posted it to Facebook and I don't follow anybody on Facebook because I hate Facebook. Yesterday was mine and Grisella's 17th anniversary. She has tolerated me for 17 years. Actually, she's tolerated me longer than that. She's legally had to tolerate me for 17 years.
She signed on for it.
That's right. So we went out for a nice dinner without the children last night, ate entirely too much food, and we're miserable
at White Castle?
for the rest of the night. What's that?
At White Castle?
No, she told me, I said, where do you want to go? And she goes, wherever you want. And I said, well, we better get going. White Castle's a long way away.
And then she brought out the divorce paperwork, and you had to back down.
No, we went to Olive Garden. So my favorite hack at Olive Garden is I get the chicken Alfredo, which is what I'll be having for dinner tonight, and it comes with the all-you-can-eat soup. So I get the chicken and gnocchi soup, and I just eat soup until I can't walk, and then I take the Alfredo home for the next day.
When you're here, your family, so exploit us. Isn't that Olive Garden's thing? When you're here, your family?
I think it is, yeah. But if
Oh,
we were
two-
truly family, they wouldn't charge me.
2 seconds.
There you go, Sergio. Sorry it took so long. I'm terrible about that now. You guys have to just remind me. I could get into all the ins and outs of why I can't remember anything anymore, but we'll talk about that in the future.
If you remember.
If I remember. So I've been taking, it's not Prevagen, it's a different one that I can buy at Sam's Club, but it's supposed to like make you sharper. And I've noticed a difference in it, but I've recently had to stop taking it because some of the numbers in my kidney functions were all of a sudden out of whack, and they're not sure if that's what's doing it. So I get to go in for a whole bunch of tests. Yay.
A day full of pricks.
Yeah, so I'm running at like about 50% CPU usage without doing anything else. I'm going to close out of Chrome because Chrome is a pig anyway.
It is.
Oh yeah, I just seen it hit 60 something. So I'm going to give that a second and see. In fact, I'm just going to start closing everything. And we'll see what happens, but I'm probably going to have to reboot. Yeah, because OBS is saying it's only using like 8%. It's still showing Chrome using 30% of my CPU and a whole bunch of the memory. But I've closed it. Oh, no, I haven't. StreamYard's in it.
Doy.
Duh. StreamYard needs an app. All right, I'm going to close this chat because I have the other chat. Let's just start minimizing some things. Let's go to some minimalistic yeah, it's still showing 12 Chrome sessions. Ooh. All right, well, if you guys can tolerate it, I'm going to reboot. James said that he will sing you a original song as not to get demonetized.
Oh no, I'm getting you demonetized for sure. That's what you get. That's what you get, Glenn. Yeah.
I kind of sadly think that I'm on the edge of being permanently demonetized just because of watch time.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you teetering on that 4K precipice?
I think so. I'd have to go in and look, but it'll make
so
me
everybody
sad,
just watch all the live streams on loop after this, please.
Yeah, just start. You know, you can mute it, but just start letting my crap run in the background, would you?
Can you make a playlist of all the live streams?
You know, it's funny. I didn't. There's like a couple of them in there, but I've never added all of them, and I don't know why. But I think Xander's Thing Thursdays are all on, and some of those are fun to go back and watch because he was small and cute and fun.
Now he's just a fart demon.
Now he's just a big pain in the rump. All right, so I'm gonna drop out. It'll take me like an hour, but I'll be back. Oh, I see there's an update for Chrome too, so maybe that'll help. I bet there's some Windows updates pending. Nope. Well, that's surprising. Okay. Well, I'll be back. Until next time, reboot.
If the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you logged onto the internet. Is he gone yet? Oh, he's gone. It's just me now. Okay, so here's the cat butt. Hope you all like cat butt. She's a parrot though. She's gonna come right back. Oh, never mind. She left me. Brian. Brian says James. That's me. AKA Print and Play. Wearing my own merch. LTTstore.com. What's up, Brian? I mean, I do wonder, like, what's it doing with all my resources and whatnot? When you close your web browser and your entire computer runs better, I feel like that's a bit of an issue. And now I'll be interviewing for new co-hosts. Tell us, Brian, why is Chrome such a resource hog? I guess it would have been if I did tell me, Bry. Bry is a short for Brian, right? That works. My laptop has a turbo button on it, and all the turbo button does, as far as I know, is crank the fans up to 100%, so it sounds like it's taken off. Glenn came back. Can't tell if he's actually frozen or.
That was pretty good, right? That was my acting ability.
Yeah. There was a little bit of a stutter because I didn't immediately go, oh, he's frozen. I went into that unknown territory of, am I just imagining it? Because not bad. 5 out of 7.
That is my awesome acting ability.
5 out of 7, the perfect score. See if anybody in chat gets that reference. 5 out of 7, the perfect score.
I don't get that reference.
I'll explain it after I see if anybody in chat knows what it's about.
Yeah, this pig is still sucking down 70% CPU.
Sounds like you need a better computer, friend.
It's just Chrome. Why would Chrome have... And I only have one tab open.
Chrome's only got my CPU at 21.2% and 2 gigs of RAM.
I have 22 Chrome sessions. Now, some of them are 0%, 0%, 0%, but why? Why would it be doing that?
It's because you pick your nose.
Why is Chrome broken? Let's see how bad we can make this, shall we?
So the 5 out of 7 reference, there was like an old, like a bunch of clips from Facebook and stuff where this guy's trolling this other guy. And at some point the guy says, just saw the movie Fight Club, pretty good flick, like it's 5 out of 7. And the guy kind of said something along the lines of like, why are you rating movies out of 7? Like who does that? He's like, sorry, I just mean to say it's like the perfect movie. And the guy's like, oh, so 5 out of 7 equals perfect. And then there's a bunch of screenshots where like somebody he'll say something and he'll respond with, would you say it's a 5 out of 7? Like the guy just keeps trolling him with the 5 out of 7 thing again. Yeah. The guy screws up armoire and armor, so he's like, I'm looking for a wooden armor. Let me know if you've got some. The guy's like sending him screenshots of like armor made out of wood. He's like, no, that's not what I mean.
Yeah, there's a certain imaging website out there that's pretty famous for stuff, and some guy had posted one time about let's see, how do I say this on a family-friendly channel? About an attack against women, and the guy said, "Well, just punch them in the sarcophagus." instead of the esophagus.
Well, maybe
And
they
so-
might punch them so hard they end up in the sarcophagus.
and then so like people are posting pictures of sarcophagus with fists and. All right, so I opened up Edge browser, which I don't use Edge, but it's only using 0.2% CPU. So I think I'm going to try. Oh, James is gone. Is it me? Is it him? I don't know. I'm only using 35% now, but this is absolutely ridiculous that it's pulling on my machine this hard.
I was gonna act like I was frozen, but I just realized the torch is still burning on the. Damn you, game!
Tattletale.
You done told on me.
All right, I'm going to drop out. I'll be right back.
I thought you rebooted already.
No, I'm not rebooting. I'm going to switch over to Edge and see what happens.
Okay. I
Yeah,
believe you.
we're just gonna put our feet in the fire today.
Thanks, Peg Leg Paul. Everybody should go subscribe to Peg Leg Paul. He's a guy that does things that are funny. High praise from Caesar. Let's talk about my projects. I've been projecting a lot this week. I have a couple large projects undergo, but I don't know. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can share them here. I don't know if this is a safe space or not. There's that one guy that always shows up and makes fun of me. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up on the stream. It's true. We are almost halfway through the stream. I can't fly alone. I'm not that good at streaming. He shouldn't leave me in charge. Usually I just point my camera at a 3D printer and it'd be doing all the bleep bleep and the zoop zoops. And then the bleep bloops. There's a cat. Hey, entertain them. That's why you're here. Oh, she dead. Okay, never mind. Peg Leg Paul, your dad. Just abandoning me here. I actually do a pretty good imitation of Peg Leg Paul. Does anybody want to see it? See if anybody wants to see it in chat, and then I'll show it. I'm just gonna go for it. Here's my impersonation of Peg Leg Paul. I gotta take my headphones off though. I'm Peg Leg Paul. That was it. That was the whole thing. I think that was pretty accurate.
So, so that was fun.
But
I was here, but you couldn't see me.
Oh.
Because I just copied the link and pasted it in, but I wasn't logged into StreamYard, so there was no administrator to add me. I was stuck in the green room, so I could see you and I could hear you.
Oh, so you got to see my impersonation of Peg Leg Paul?
No, I missed that.
Oh, would you like me to do it again?
Yes, please.
Okay, I gotta take my headphones off though. Okay.
Okay.
I'm Peg Leg Paul. Look at me, I'm Peg Leg Paul. How is it?
He's gonna cry himself to sleep tonight on his huge pillow. All right, so now with StreamYard in Edge, it's still eating like 30% of the CPU.
3D Medic Vince has requested that I do it with full screen, I guess. Here. Last time, though. Bonjour. Je m'appelle Pegleg Paul. Comment ça va? There we go.
This stream is so off the rails.
Good times and happy days.
I'm also going to.
I also want you to know that I restrained myself from saying and doing more inappropriate things in my Peg Leg Paul persona to,
Well, that's nice of you. He keeps it family friendly. Why can't you?
I don't remember what his is. That the one where he goes back in time to stop them from adding, was it feet or arms or something in Rec Room?
His most popular skit.
Well, I mean, it's been a long time since I saw it.
Yeah, I don't understand what's pulling this thing. And maybe that's the way it's always been, and I just never paid attention.
If you don't want to play games with me, you could have just said, I understand if you don't want to be my friend no more.
I've shut down like everything. I only have one window open, one browser window open. All right, I'm gonna fire up the Minecrafts, and we're gonna see what happens. It could all end now. There's no point at this point. Glenn points to the clock. What's my CPU? I have to look. I can't remember what this machine is. This was my old workstation. And then I built myself a new workstation for doing, my job. This is a Intel Core i7 4771. So it's a little old. With 32 gigs of RAM. I mean, there's no reason that it shouldn't handle what I'm throwing at it right now.
Recreating the time skip. What does the time machine do? It lets you time travel. Stupid. I'm Peg Leg Paul. I can time travel in my time travel machine. Push the button.
Oh, I'm choppy.
Hi. You have been chopped. Do. Brian's got a hate on for the Intels. The laptop I'm running on right now is running an i7, but my desktop computer is all Ryzen.
AMD wishes they could make a chip as good as Intel.
It's funny because it's probably not true.
100% CPU usage right now.
That's efficiency. Nothing wasted. I love AMD. I have been an AMD fan for a long time.
Java is taking 58, almost 60% of my CPU.
I think I got a little sun today. I think I look a little red.
I wonder if I need a new Java version.
I wonder if you need a new computer.
No, I'm not buying a new computer. And I wouldn't buy one for down here anyway. I'd build a new one for upstairs, and then I would ship them. All right, now it dropped.
So, Orange Pi announced that they're releasing the Orange Pi 800 keyboard computer, which looks an awful lot like a Raspberry Pi 400.
Okay.
So I commented on the thing. Now I just need to be able to buy one. And somebody responded with, "I accidentally ordered 2 Orange Pi 3s. I could ship one to you for like $50." I'm like, that's no. I specifically said I wanted that one product. Glenn, have you tried turning it off and on?
Yeah, you guys just watched me do that.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what you actually do. I mean, you could just be going, "Hey guys, okay, I'm going to restart my computer, okay?"
That's exactly what I did. Are you gone? I mean, you're gone. Am I gone?
Okay, I'm back. I restarted my computer.
Oh. Yeah, well, that's what I did was I just dropped out of StreamYard so I could eat a snack.
I might actually have to eat a little something while I'm on stream. We kind of skipped the traditional lunch today, and I was like, I'll be fine. And now I don't feel like
Yeah, I don't
be
I don't ever eat on stream.
Yep. So I'm just gonna get a big old bag of chips and just.
Like there's a lot of streamers that won't. Joe, formerly Joe Noob, he won't eat on stream. And it's like, why? Nobody cares. Everybody eats.
Okay, a second. I gotta send you something. Just a second.
Why is it always raining in this game? What are you sending it? What are you sending it to me through? I got nothing open.
On Twitter.
Well, I'll have to see it later. I can see it on my phone.
Yeah, it's time sensitive because it'll only make sense as long as you remember something that you just said.
You could probably share that with the group.
I don't know because maybe you're not getting the way I'm intending it, but I feel like that's not family friendly.
Yeah, okay.
It's up to you. You can repeat what I said to them if you want. That way I'm not being the bad guy.
He's just talking about like some streamers only eat on stream.
That's how they make their money.
Hashtag OnlyFans.
Yeah,
I was telling Grisilla the story the other day about when I went to the labs to get the blood work done, and I told the girl that I was online influencer, and she's like, "Oh, what platform?" And I'm like, "OnlyFans." And she just kind of looked at me like I had two heads. But I was telling Grisilla the story. She had no idea what OnlyFans was. I'm like, well, my wife is so detached. Hey, could you go to bed so that it'll stop raining?
Yeah, I can go to bed.
I freaking hate when it rains in Minecraft, and that's all it ever does.
Can't wait to actually play this game. I heard that's something you can do.
You can actually do stuff in it?
You can mine a craft, and you can craft a mine.
Like, again, time is always of the essence, but it would be kind of cool if, like, I don't even remember how to do this. Like, I'm hitting the wrong keys and stuff. If we could have a time to play this that wasn't Sunday afternoons during the stream, still stream it, but completely ignore chat. Your numbers would probably be better.
Well, I don't know. I think I was pretty entertaining.
Oh, were you? I don't know. I wasn't here.
Was I entertaining? Vote or type yes for entertaining and no for not entertaining.
We start a poll.
Can we do a poll in here?
Yeah, in the chat I can.
Oh, there you go. Was James entertaining?
I think I have to open the actual. Yeah, I think I have to open the YouTubes. I'm not going to be logged into. Yeah, it's going to be too much hassle.
Okay, we'll just stick to the original way I said to do it then.
I was actually going to start a poll that said, was James entertaining or should I get Chris Riley back?
Wow. Here's the thing: if you had the ability to do so, he would already be here. So.
Touche.
Yeah. I was born at night, but it wasn't last night. Chris Riley, he's just not that into you.
He's just a busy guy.
He's just a small town girl living in his lonely world.
Oh, it was nice having to make time the other day when you couldn't be here.
That was nice of him. I already got lost in terms of which I'm supposed to be going, and I'm leaving Iron behind. It's my final brain cell.
Sorry. So I sit down to eat my Cheerios for breakfast this morning, and I take a big spoonful of Cheerios and milk, and one of the Cheerios immediately like jumps to the back of my throat and chokes me. But I have a mouthful of Cheerios, and of course, where do they go? Freaking everywhere. Dude,
Oh
I
man.
left home without food.
What is this, your first time?
Yeah.
Like a virgin.
I normally play in peaceful, so I don't have to deal with all of this.
Ah.
The monsters scare me.
You scared the monster, so I guess it's a fair trade.
Oh, now my socks are wet.
Oh, I have 2 owies.
Brian said we should stream at 1 a.m.
I had 3 votes for yes and 1 vote for no, but like the yes and no kind of cancel each other out, so 2 people said I was entertaining.
But Brian said we should stream at 1 a.m. At my age, I'm asleep by 9 p.m.
Well, he's timing it perfectly because that's probably about when you get up for your first pee of the night.
That's true.
It's like, why you gotta at me like that?
I went to bed at midnight last night, and my whole day has been off today.
I'm just mindlessly. Oh, what the hell?
Oh,
I didn't finish saying it. I just mined out. So I was going off on a mind. I just mined out of a out into a ravine or something. How very peculiar. Red Warrior is about to die. Oh, very interesting. I want to be where the chickens are. Well, I can hear your sound effects.
yeah, I got them cranked.
Well, I've definitely been here before because I can see a torch from my vantage point. I just haven't been here like this. All hail Elon Musk. He had it coming.
Little Chicago musical there.
That was in fact the reference. I had a diamond pickaxe, and there's a chicken that entered my mining tunnel, and I just did a speed run to him and hit him once, and he died. It was like a drive-by. Don't.
I have to check my Twitters. There's good things going on.
Vince, send that to Glenn so he can share it on the stream. That's perfect.
Well, he did, except for I don't have Twitters open on the computer.
Oh no.
Listen, you get a choice, Minecraft or Twitter. Not both. You know, it's really funny though. I actually did that to Xander. Like I went out and bought like big 3 or 4
I think that's what he's referencing.
Yeah, and stuck them to his and he
butt?
didn't even realize they were on there. That's the glorious part.
Oh, right, because you talked after. He's like, "Oh, those look so real," and you're like, "They are real." And you're like, "No, I mean, like, it looks like they're really on my." And you're like, "They were on your VR headset." Here's a little story that I think you'll like. I've not gotten any of the resources I need to build machines. Oh, I got a little bit of redstone on me, but I actually have to go AFK for just like 2 seconds. Can you entertain the crowd?
Is it pee time? Okay.
It is pee time.
I'll tell a cute anecdote. You know, they say a good vocabulary is important, and I know the difference between anecdote and antidote. A good friend of mine would still be alive. He got bit by a snake, and I was telling him cute stories. So honestly, my anecdote is that last night at anniversary dinner, my mother called, which I thought was kind of funny because my mother called in the middle of my very first date with my wife, and I answered the phone both times. Gotta answer the phone when your mom calls. Sure wish I had a set of them Ice Walker boots. They're very handy. Chat's a little quiet today, guys. What's the matter? You just don't like the Minecraft streams, do you? Oh. It's an Enderman. Might have looked him in the face. Maybe I should start a YouTube poll on whether or not we should do Minecraft streams anymore. Chat always goes super quiet. So yeah, again, my project for today was going to be trying to come up with a way to fix my Ford key because I don't want to have to buy a new one and program it. And so I'm thinking about just 3D printing a shell for over the top of it. No, not for the fob, not the keyless entry, the actual key itself. Should have brought it in so I could show you guys. Yeah, it's the actual door / ignition key. It just broke the little ring where the key ring goes into. Broke that off of there. Let me pause that. Oh, look. You got no audio. I can't hear you.
You've made yourself a powerful enemy today.
You know, it was my turn. As much grief as you've given me playing this game.
I don't think I've ever griefed you at all. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. You burned my house, man.
Maybe
fact,
next time don't build your house out of stuff that can be burned easily.
Even this house still has damage to it from you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, I'm gonna pop back over to here for a second because
I think my computer's actually overheating right now. Hit the turbo button. See if that's enough to cool it off. It smells like I can smell heated electronics. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna throw that there.
Yeah, Core 2 on my laptop is hitting 90 degrees Celsius.
Screen share.
It's pretty toasty.
All right, so this no affiliation. I don't know who this car and truck remote site is. I don't care. Well, that's not bad. $9. I might actually order from them. This piece right here is what broke off. It broke through here on both sides. I mean, the key's old. I got the truck in early 2007. And I've only used the one key. The other key is like brand new, pristine shape. But I just thought like maybe I could 3D print a shell for around this in, you know, two halves, top and bottom, and then use some, you know, I do it in PETG, and then I'll use some PET 3D glue and glue it around the key. My only fear is how strong really is that going to be? I mean, I guess I could really reinforce it, make this hole not so big, but I don't want it to break off and then I lose my key fob.
That would be unfortunate.
Yeah, I don't want to lose my fob. But I can program the key myself. So for $9.95, I might just buy a new key and then pay somebody to cut it.
Yeah, I'm not getting the airflow through here that I should be getting at the moment. Let me see.
Sergio said super glue. Again, I'm just afraid. Like I did think about using an epoxy, but I'm just afraid that it's going to let go. And then I lose my key fob. Oh, look, James is AFK again. I can go push him back in.
No, I'm still here.
What I mean is,
my laptop is like severely overheating, and then I've got no airflow on one side of it, so I think there's cat hair gumming it up.
Yeah, they'll do that.
Now I'm trying to decide if I should try and fix that now, because it smells like melting electronics.
I don't know what time is it. 5:44. We only got 45 minutes.
I'm just seeing what happens if I close down Minecraft. What kind of yeah, it immediately drops down to like 60s.
I wonder if there's a glitch in the latest Minecraft.
Well, we're not running the latest Minecraft.
Well, we are running the latest Minecraft. We're just not. The server's just not the latest Minecraft. We still have the latest one installed.
That is true.
My CPU is fine until I loaded this thing up.
Mine's still running at like 60 to 70 with only OBS running. So I'm thinking it needs a decatification. It would just be really irresponsible of me to try and do this on the laptop while it's running. and we're streaming. I'm not saying I wouldn't do it. I'm just saying.
I got lost in my own tunnels. I don't know where I am now. I hate when that happens.
Moi aussi. Well,
Brian
I guess we'll
says,
just
why
risk
not
it.
use the new key and save the broken one as a spare? Because my brain doesn't work that way. I've had that key since it was new and it was fresh. So the truck has it's got two odometers in it, two trip odometers. It's got its actual odometer, and then it's got a trip odometer A and a trip odometer B. And when I bought the truck, the trip odometer A was within like just a few tenths of a mile off of the original one, and I've never reset the A trip odometer. So if I need a trip odometer, I use the B one because the A one is so close to the actual mileage, and I just think it's cool, and then I don't use it.
I think all the trip odometers on vehicles I've had have always been limited to like 4 digits.
Oh, well, this one's full bore. Brian said
That's cool.
you could convert to push button start. I did think about looking into that, but I don't know. I don't really like to modify my vehicles at all. Like I like to keep them as close to factory as possible.
You liar. You are a liar. Now you'll never be royal.
Oh.
Yeah, well, I'm just gonna go mining. Did I say that we shouldn't do Minecraft streams anymore?
It just seems that the chat really gets slow. It's not really fun for people, I guess. Says Mr. Fummins. I wonder what if I disconnects from the.
You left.
Yeah, well, I want to look up some things on the internets, and I can't do both at the same time.
I see.
It's ridiculous. Push button start conversion. Well, I have to do wiring for that because I'm not very good with automotive wiring.
Shocking.
It'd be fun to put a push button start in there, but actually just make it where it gives the people electrical shock.
Button that you push to get tased?
Yeah. So they think like, oh, I'm just going to push this button and take off. Yeah, I'm going to have to look into that.
Oh god, there's a creeper.
Oh, why did you let that happen? Well, you're down in the mine. It'll be easier to mine now. There you go.
Boom. Goes the
Hope
dynamite.
you found some good stuff.
Oh, I ended up right back where I was.
Well, that's why there's creepers, because it's so dark right there.
Ah! I don't think this guy likes me very much.
Yeah, I've been down in that ravine.
Oh, you died now. Ha ha ha. I see that by all the torches.
Sergio said, just looked on Thingiverse. I think Brian's correct. Check out but it's not the fob. It's the actual key.
Fob key 3D.
Yeah, give me a second. I'll grab it. I'll be right back. James, entertain the people.
I'm Peg Leg Paul. Herder.
Even though I can overtalk you anyway.
Herder. Peg Leg Paul. Science.
Oh, I forgot. The truck is out in the yard. Yeah.
How did it get there without a working engine?
I pushed it. I
Literal
towed it
push
out
start.
with my other Fummins. I had to have that conversation with my mom again today. She's like, I never did see the video of you finishing your black truck. And I'm like, because it's not finished yet. And she's like, what? And I said, it took me almost a year to do all that work. If I release all the video at once, how would I make more videos?
Don't you understand anything, idiot? Okay, I love you too, Mom.
I said, there's a difference between like in life, in real life timelines and YouTube timelines.
Glenn wants to cash in as much as possible on the stuff that he was going to do anyways.
Well, yeah, I got to keep the people entertained. Listen, it's no secret that I truly hate my job and I want to be a YouTuber full time.
We're no strangers to love. You know the rules.
Yeah, Sergio, if you find something good on Thingiverse or anywhere else, you should be able to post links.
Glenn, why don't you just 3D print something that clamshells around what's left of the key and gives you your piece back?
What?
You said the problem with your current key is that the top of the ring is now gone, right?
Yes.
So just 3D print a shell that goes over what's left on the top of the ring that you can glue in that has that ring on top of it.
Are you new around here? That's exactly what I said I was going to do.
Well, I'm saying just do that.
Yeah, I know, but then I got to model it.
I'm a modeler.
Print
You
it
know what I
out.
mean.
But I'm thinking that PETG would be sufficient, and then I over engineer everything. So then I want to embed a piece of wire in there to make it stronger. I don't know. After looking at that site, $9 for a key, I might just buy one.
Attaboy.
Because I have the software that will let me program the Fjord keys as long as I have. Well, no, if you don't have both, if you have both Ford keys, you can program them with just the truck. But I have software that'll let me program it otherwise. What I need is somebody who can program Toyota key fobs without charging me an arm and a leg. Because unfortunately, my mother lost one of hers, and she hands me the keys to her car, and she says to me, "Don't lose this. It's the last one." And I said, I've been driving the same vehicle since 2006, and I still have both mine. I think I'm okay.
You sassed your mom like that, and
Oh, yeah,
she didn't
absolutely.
wash your mouth out with soap?
Yeah. She usually just wants to give me the backhand.
I mean, that seems like what you deserve, if we're being honest. What don't I need in my inventory? I'm too lazy to go back. I don't need any crying obsidian.
What if they make a kit specifically for my truck for push button start?
The world may never know.
I wanted to do remote start, but that's out the window now. The wiring on that would be a logistical nightmare. Brian says he can. He has a programmer. But yeah, you're a little far from me, Brian. Definitely want to look into that.
Definitely want to look into that.
So, but yeah, that was my plan for today. Was I was actually going to install Rhino 3D on this machine.
Well, you still have 35 minutes left if you'd rather kick into that. I can drop out of Minecraft and do some modeling too.
I don't know. Do you think it's safe to try to install that?
I mean, if you don't have Minecraft running, it'll probably be fine.
Let's see where I am on the old task manager.
I just need to find my way back to wherever our place was. apparently wandered off in the wrong directions.
Yeah, see, I've got a Chrome window open now, but it's not even showing in the top 10 things. Microsoft Edge is now. I'm not a fan of the Edge browser.
Not a fan of edging?
Easy.
I'm talking with the browser. That's what they call it.
We should totally start that. We should totally start that.
And Chrome was giving me trouble, so I spent the entire weekend just edging.
All right, Brian said, just go to Thingiverse and type in Ford key, and it's right there. All right.
Ford Key's a jolly good fellow. Ford Key's a jolly good fellow.
I'm on the Thingiverses.
Thingiverse still a thing? A verse?
All right. So I see, and I've actually looked at this before. I see one thing on Thingiverse. Let me just share my screen. Let's just do this. This was successful last week with the 3D printer. So let's do it today with Thingiverse.
Oh, my face.
This right here is exactly the problem that I have. But I would not be caught dead with that on my key. That looks awful. Nothing against the guy that designed it, but yeah, see how that key is busted off like that? That is exactly what has happened to my key. But the way that this one works, you put your key down inside of it like a lunch bag, and then you put your keychain through this. But that is,
I mean, but it might look better if it wasn't printed that ugly color.
But I mean, look how like bulky and cumbersome it is.
Form over function.
Maybe I should get somebody to just machine me one out of stainless. It would probably block the anti-theft chip. So, but yeah, otherwise everything on Thingiverse is for the fobs, which I mean you can buy those relatively cheap, but my key fobs are fine. It's just the key itself took a dump. Maybe make it look real nice. Well, I would print it in Fun King 3D yellow and it would look great. But no, I kind of want to see if I can model up something that mimics the exact shape of the key and is just, I mean, what, a millimeter, maybe a millimeter and a half thick? That should still be plenty strong. Would it not?
No.
You took a long time to think about that.
I had to do the calculations.
Oh.
I watched a video of somebody doing new math this week, and I didn't like it.
New math?
Yeah. I agree with Mr. Incredible. Math is math.
What is the new math? Like newer than Common Core?
No, well, I think Common Core is what they're where if you have like two numbers that you're multiplying, so it's like two-digit numbers, and then you like make a grid and you multiply the pieces.
Oh yeah.
And I was like I understand how it teaches kids how numbers can break down and like what's happening behind the scenes, but I don't know. I guess I'm just getting old.
Like if you're gonna add together 43 and 87, you take the 3 and the 7 and you take those away and you add those up separately and you add no.
Like you multiply all you end up 83 and 47. You're gonna multiply the 8 and 83 by the 4 and the 7, and then when it's done, you've got all these numbers, and then you add them together. And
yeah, no, it's like, and see, when Xander was in regular people's school where he would ride on the full size bus, and they were trying to jam that Common Core stuff down his throat, and he, like he was already taught math, and then all of a sudden they're trying to change the way he was. And I told him, I said, you just do it however you want. Now he's actually good enough in math, or at least he was. Now he's just lazy. But I don't know if he's still watching. But he could do math in his head, and then he would get in trouble for not writing his, like not showing his work.
Yep.
And I said to his math teacher, I said, he's showing you the answer. Well, he could be using a calculator. I said, well, does he show his work when he's at school? No. Does he have a calculator at school? No. Well, then he's not using a calculator. Nutheads. But nope, I've always told my kids, you do it however you want to do it, as long as you get the right answer.
What do you guys think of my new headset, by the way? I just picked this up because I lost the dongle for my other wireless headset.
Dongle. That's a funny
Dongle.
word, dongle.
Yep. It was on sale, so that's why I picked it. And it had decent reviews. It's the Razer Nari Essential 7.1 surround sound headset.
Does it have RGB lighting?
It does not. My old one was the Corsair Void Extreme or something, and it had RGB lighting on it. The keyboard on my laptop also has RGB lighting.
Xander said, I'm here, you jerk.
Oh, Xander. We love you, Xander. Please don't run away. I think it was about $60 Canadian, so like $8 US.
Yeah. $4.99.
Yeah.
Was that the Dollar Tree?
Yeah.
$1.25. I don't know where I put Rhino. I moved it over to the server so that I could have it out here, and I don't know where I put it. Oh, there it is. Under a folder called Rhino 6.
I don't remember the last time I started Fusion on this computer.
I just could never get into Fusion.
I could never get into Rhino.
Did you ever try?
Just the. Well, no, that was the reason.
God, I've been using it for so long, but the first time I ever opened it up, I just had no clue what I was doing, and I want to say that was like version 3, and still to this day, after all these years of using it, like I'll be doing something and I'll be like, there's got to be an easier way to do that, and I'll Google it, and there's like a button or a command, and it's like, wow, I've been doing that the long way for so long. That's how I feel about Adobe Premiere right now, because I said to Xander, I said, like I was having a conversation with him. I said, how did you learn Premiere? And he's like, I just taught myself. And I said, so I didn't teach you? And he goes, well, you showed me the basics. And I said, well, if you're doing it like me, we've been doing it wrong for a long time. So I start showing him all these cool little tricks that I learned. And I'm like, so the way we do it is we click this and we do this and we do this. And it's like 14 steps. And I'm like, really all you got to do is this.
It'd be really funny though, because you're showing him on that what was it called, the Contour? What's the thing you got? The
the shuttle.
The shuttle. You're showing him on the shuttle. It's actually all that stuff macroed together at the push of a button. He's like, wow, there's a button that does all that. It's like, yeah, you just push this.
No, stuff like
no, it's a joke. I know that you found easier ways to do things, but it'd be even funnier if you convinced him you guys have been doing it wrong all along because you automated it.
Yeah, because we didn't have a shuttle. No, that thing's pretty nice. He says he doesn't do enough editing to need one, which I thought, great. I don't want to buy you one anyway, but
you can buy me one.
It's pretty nice. I mean, I can't legitimately say it's worth what they charge for it. Like, I don't know, build wise, it doesn't, like, the buttons don't light up. To label them, you actually have to pop the covers off and put a paper inside of them. You know,
Oh.
it's not like the Stream Deck where it's got a little screen or anything, but pretty much once you learn where the buttons are, it's fine. Now, one thing I don't like is none of the buttons have, you know, like your F and J's have the little raised, and your 5's got the little raised, the nub on it.
Yeah.
It has no buttons with nubs. So every once in a while, I have to look back over to see where my hand is. So I may end up gluing a little nub to it, but buy it for James instead of me. Alan King said, I said to someone that I do a lot of modeling, and they looked at me and said, but you're ugly. My reply to that would have been, well, I do hand modeling.
On OnlyFans. I'm waiting for. I'm gonna probably share a little Fusion, maybe get a sneak peek on one of the projects I'm working on, but Fusion's updating.
Alan King said Rhino 5. It's actually Rhino 6. I was stuck on Rhino 5 for a long time, and then finally made the big jump to Rhino 6. It's pretty much the same thing. I don't like to adopt whatever the latest and greatest is.
You're paying a monthly subscription for your Adobe products?
Yes.
What is the pricing like? And I guess your situation may be different than mine.
$20.99 for just Premiere. It's
Okay.
I want to say $55 a month if you want everything.
And is it worth it for you? Do you like it as an editing program better than other things?
I don't really. I've never given anything else a fair shot. I was going to try that DaVinci Resolve, but my hesitation was I didn't want to have to teach myself something new, and yet now I'm teaching myself something new. So
I'm debating dumping Filmora because I've been having weird issues with it. Like every 2 or 3 times I start it, it'll be like I'll go to export and it's like, oh, you're using the unregistered version, and then I have to like log back into my email and stuff, and then log into the email through the application, and like I shouldn't have to be constantly proving that I purchased this software.
yeah.
And then there's stuff in it, like I'll go to close it, and it's like, before you leave, fill out the survey. How likely are you to suggest this application to a friend? I'm like, I paid for this. You should not be bothering me with anything.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's like every time you ask me, the likelihood that I give it to or tell somebody else to use it goes down. So now you guys are. I'm actually going to actively find current users and tell them not to use it.
I get people to unsub.
Yep. Quit without saving. So Kay and I have been debating whether or not I should try a subscription to the Adobes.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of what you get used to and what works for you. And what I like about Adobe is they're all the time just making it better, making it better. Again, like that audio thing, the audio remixing. It was something that they built for Audacity. The audacity of it all. No, Audition. Sorry, Audacity is the other one.
Yep.
Adobe Audition. And then realized that it would be really useful in Premiere, because you can take from Premiere if you have other, if you have After Effects and all that, you can shoot it from Premiere right into the other programs and then pull it back in. But but if you don't have the other stuff, it's then you don't have access to that, and it's like, oh, so it's really nice that they put that in there.
Fusion's giving me issues. I think the rest of this stream is just gonna be us chatting.
What's that?
I said Fusion's giving me troubles. I think the rest of the stream is just gonna be us chatting.
Which is fine. That's really what the people come here for. See which one of us is going to one up the other one in the best put down.
I put you down like a dog.
Oh, I'm really hungry tonight. Good thing I already have dinner. I was so miserably full last night coming home, and the Olive Garden is like 30 or 35 minutes from here, depending on traffic. And so like I'm driving home and I'm like, oh, and we took the truck so that my other truck, so I could data log the transmission. And that thing rides like a lumber wagon. It's pretty rough. And then so I'm like just absolutely sick to my stomach all night long. But it was okay. It was a nice meal.
Do you ever go to the subreddit? What could go wrong?
No, I really don't spend much time on Reddit. I don't understand how it works.
Not very well.
Well, it probably works fine. It's just, like there's these upvoting things or something. I don't know.
So the way it's supposed to work is if the content fits within the subreddit, you're supposed to give it a thumbs up saying, yes, this content fits here. If it doesn't fit in with the subreddit, you're supposed to give it a thumbs down. But what it's actually turned into is a popularity thing where if I like this, I give it a thumbs up. If I
Right.
don't like it, it doesn't conform to what I believe, thumbs down.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. And I suppose if I spent more time with it, I would start to understand it more, but really it just feels very chaotic.
Chaotic neutral? No.
I don't know. It's like I just want to go and find what it is that I want, but there's so much. I don't know. The only time that I really ever go to Reddit is if it comes up in a Google search.
Fair. I think Kay's cooking bacon.
Making bacon.
Dine on swine. I do believe we're doing bacon and eggs for dinner tonight.
Bacons and eggs. Tell that to Scooter Granny. Oh, I got an update about this Scooter lady.
What?
I'm not sure that she was a granny, but so I'm in the garage the other day, and I hear going by, and I look out, and she drove by. I live on a corner, and she drove by the side street, right by the garage, and I thought, oh, I wonder if she's looking for me.
I was just saying she's been looking for you ever since the incident.
Oh yeah.
John Strand is here. He says, "Hello, everyone."
Hi, John. Yeah, Sergio said when I go to Olive Garden, I fill up with salad and breadsticks, then wind up taking the main course home, and that's exactly what I do. I get the chicken Alfredo with the all-you-can-eat soup, and I fill up on the chicken and gnocchi. Which like the first couple bowls of soup last night, it was lacking some gnocchi, and then I realized by like the third bowl, the first two were also lacking a lot of chicken, so it must have been like the bottom of the pot. So, but
did you order the broth with extra broth?
So, but it was all good. It was fine. And then the server comes around. I didn't even touch my dinner, and he comes around. He's like, "Is everything okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, can I get a to-go box?" And he's kind of looking at me. I said, "Oh no! Oh, and another bowl of soup, please."
Did you explain to him what you were doing, or did you just? Yeah. What did he say?
He's like, "Oh, that's a pretty good idea." He'd only been working there for a few weeks. He was new, young kid.
He repeated the story to others elsewhere. You just don't know what the tone he added to it was. Either he was impressed by this, or he's like, "This freaking cheapskate guy brings his wife in here, and he's doing this anniversary dinner, and he double dips basically on his meal." Hey, you know what? If you don't do what you said to do, you're leaving money on the table.
Well, exactly. And then you can really double dip them because for $6 more, you can take home a classic like spaghetti and meatballs, or like they have 3 different things that you can do a take home meal for $6 extra.
So you could be bringing home 2 days worth of meals.
Exactly.
Kay was watching a video, and the server was talking about how somebody came in and like ordered a hamburger or something like that and finished it, and the person's like, "Oh, I loved it. Yeah, could I get a refill on it?" Is like, and they're like, "What?" It's like a refill on the burger. It's like, you want us to put another burger on for you? And she goes, "Yeah, I'd love a refill." And then was like, gets the bill, like, "Why are there 2 burgers on here? I asked for a refill."
Well, that's that old joke. How much is coffee? 89 cents. How much is a refill? Well, they're free. I'd like 2 refills, please. So, what I just realized, I need to export all of my settings from my other computer.
It wasn't honking originally, right? I hit the lock button on my car with the fob's in my pocket, and it was just beeping. But like you could hear the tone of it receiving the signal, but it didn't honk. And I was like, "Oh, is our trunk been sitting open this entire day?" That's how you get stray cats.
Or homeless people.
Not quite where we are, but
Oh, they're coming.
open
I
up.
sent them there.
Good luck in getting across the border. And reason for coming to Canada? Spite. Glenn spite.
I gotta live in a guy's trunk. So, when you use a piece of software that sends your anonymous data, like, it'll say like, we'd like to collect anonymous data for your usage, blah blah. Do you let that happen, or do you turn that off?
I turn it off.
Yeah, I do too. It kind of annoys me.
I don't trust anything anybody says about anything.
It's never anonymous. Now, in certain cases, and I don't know if it does, but I'm gonna pick because this is close to home. But the pie. Why did I just draw a blank on that? The software we use on the Raspberry Pi to print from.
Octoprint?
Octoprint. I couldn't see. It's because I'm not taking my brain medication now. If that software wanted usage data, I would let Fusel have it. Because that's an in-community thing. But these big companies, no way. Not giving it up. John Strand said, I send everyone my data.
Whether they ask for it or not.
Yeah. I noticed your software wasn't asking me for usage data, so I've been writing it down for the last 14 years. Here it is.
We should host the JTRRF, the James's Trunk Rep Rat Festival.
It's a Subaru. It's not that big of a trunk.
Why are you sending your pictures of your junk to everybody? The NSA already has it. I might as well make sure everybody else gets it too.
That's what Ron said, because I'm old. Yeah.
No, aged. Like fine wine or cheese.
Again, I want to have all the tests done, and then I'll tell everybody what's going on. But as of right now, I have an underlying medical condition that is affecting a lot of things. And one of them's my brain. So hopefully it's nothing. Hopefully it's stupid, but until I know.
Knowing is half the battle.
Yeah. That way, if it's something big, I can tell my family before I tell everybody else. But.
And then you can post a video with you like crying in the thumbnail. It says, "We need to talk."
That'll be great.
Yep.
I can ride that. I can ride that sympathy bus for a while.
You can plan it. You can get like Fun King Garage handkerchiefs, like the merch, and like
that's
funkingarage.com.
That's brilliant. Yeah, I still got to get my button gear and get the t-shirts online.
Does Fun King Garage have an official URL, or are you just directing everything back to, what was it, funking3d.com?
No, funkingarage.com exists.
Does it?
Yeah.
I just gotta block it on my pie hole.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'd hate to end up there accidentally.
The first thing that pops up is it asks you for anonymous usage statistics. Yeah. And then there's Fun King merch, Fun King shirts. I don't actually know where Fun King merch goes right now.
You haven't updated here in a long time because it's only got the first episode of the Fummins project. And then,
yeah, because because it's supposed to do it automatically, but there was a glitch in the matrix.
Oh, Sean's still your videographer too.
That's fine.
And Xander's your aspiring videographer.
Yeah, he's really not though.
But we all know you just photoshopped Xander's face onto Sean's body to create the third photo.
No, look how scrawny his arms are compared to Sean's.
You can do anything with Photoshop. You photoshopped it. Oh, there goes my camera. I'm just sitting over here picking. Oh, I guess I wasn't picking my nose. No, I just occasionally have to shuffle a little bit to get comfortable. I'm not used to sitting up all proud like in this couch. I usually just melt into it.
Yeah, so I guess
being exhausted on an automotive channel makes sense because exhaust is a big part of automotive.
I'm always exhausted.
That's my superpower. I'm always sleepy.
It's just been so horribly hot, and then I get sweaty. So we only got 8 minutes. I had to do the math. Let's go back and touch on the evaporative coolers that we were talking about, because I've done more research and it really seems like a terribly bad idea to buy one in Florida. They say I can get up to 10 degrees cooler, which seems like a lot, but 80 is still hot compared to 90. Then Adam threw out a great idea of go rent one. So I did look into that because I thought that was a really genius idea. It's $500 a week to rent one. That seems excessive.
No, if you could have rented one for I'd say $100 or less.
I would have even gone two, but $500 for a week seems terribly expensive. Mainly when you can, buy a really nice one for like $2,000.
You should put up a post on Facebook Marketplace offering to rent one off somebody for a week for $100.
Yeah, that might work. Might also lead to other things, but whatever. Are you hot and sweaty? I am. Can I rent your?
Every conversation Glenn has starts with ASL, which means something to people of a certain age.
Yeah, except for I can never remember my age. I have to do the math. But then I had another thought, and that is, the ducting fans. They're like a tube, and you can get them 8, 10, 12 inch. I'm sure you can get them a lot bigger, but 8, 10, 12 is pretty common. And then it's got like the corrugated PVC collapsible tube that comes off it. They use it like down manholes and stuff to get ventilation down into stinky areas. I was thinking about getting one of those and getting like 30 feet of that tubing, so I could put that fan outside, like just sitting out on the driveway, and then run that tube to wherever I'm sitting so that the air is blowing on me, but you can't hear the fan. I was thinking that might be
I mean, I think the wind coming through that tunnel is still going to be fairly loud, I would think.
But
not as loud as the fan, but
yeah, I don't use a lav mic. I use a Rhodes mini shotgun, and it's got a dead cat on it.
For your next video, just fill a giant tub with ice water, and then while you're working on stuff, go, oh, excuse me for a second, and have a camera point at it so they can just watch you throwing yourself into this tub of cold water, then coming back and getting back to work, and lots of hand slipped. You're still dripping wet from the ice water.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't come up with an efficient way to cool that, because to put air conditioning out there, honestly, I would have to insulate the thing, and I mean, we're going to be into tens of thousands of dollars, and that's just not worth it. So Duff said, of course I make it to the tail end of the stream. Well, Duff, I'll let you in on a secret. It starts approximately 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every time. Every time. Well, welcome. Thanks for being here.
Next week it'll probably start around 4:30 again.
Maybe like 4:32. I don't know. Brian says, I have an idea. Chain up a fan boat and use the thrust to cool. But again, that would be a little bit excessive noise. So I end up spending probably, a tenth of the time that I'm editing just getting rid of noise. So, and that was
Oh,
James's.
Glenn, that's you talking, buddy. I told you, don't call it noise anymore. Have more respect for your craft.
Oh, but yeah, that was James's input on this last video, was that the audio was
Needs
problematic.
improvement. There were
you
there were
should have
legitimately a
heard it.
couple parts where I couldn't understand what you were saying.
You should have heard it before I did that.
It's like some Charlie Brown stuff, like
Yeah, well, and like I didn't even like really try to like bring the music down or anything at that point, because the audio was so bad. So, and what happened was I had taken the microphone, I had the microphone remotely mounted, and I had it in front of me where I was working, but when I turned back to talk to the camera, I was talking away from the microphone. So, can't go back and fix it. That was months ago. So that's just the way it is. So, but I am thinking about going to a lavalier mic out there. Comica makes one that I'm really leaning towards. It's a two transmitter setup like what I use in here. This is Comica as well. But the difference being is it actually has 8 gigs of RAM on the transmitter. So if you push the button on the transmitter, it will also record locally to the transmitter. So if something happens to the signal, you'll still have good audio. And I think that is pretty crucial, because you'll see, here's a little insider scoop. In an upcoming video, there is a scene where my wireless transmitter stopped working. And I'm going to leave it at that, because I probably just forgot to turn it on. So I'm like just jawing away, but there's no audio. But I have the best smear of dirt across my face right here. So I'm absolutely going to use that video. I'm just going to have to talk over it. But there's no way I wouldn't use it. It's so perfect.
I did tell him he should record voiceovers for the bad parts of the audio, and he was like, my fans aren't worth that effort.
Yeah, that's way too much work. No, and again, you guys got to understand that, again, 16 to 20 hours worth of editing on that. And that all occurred before I started to just suck down as much information about Premiere as I possibly can. I didn't know that you can record audio right into Premiere. Like you can actually record right into the track.
Yeah.
So I would probably do it differently now, but I really wanted to get that video out. So they will get better as they go. That's all there is to it. That's part of growing. And there's nothing really in the video that I said that was important. Like, it wasn't the part where I said, like, don't do this, you will die. Yeah, like. But, yeah. I understand what goes into editing. My uncle owns a production company. Yeah. I still look forward to the day when I'm big enough that I can hire somebody to sling the camera for me so that it's not always on a tripod. Though I am getting better. Now that I'm doing my own editing, I think more about camera angles. I'm telling you, the video that's coming up next, the intro portion of it is like 5 minutes long, and I don't want to cut it because it is amazing. It's like 4 different camera angles, but I only own 2 cameras. I'm just that good.
I would love to have a device where it's like, well, it connects directly to the computer. You have like 4 cameras and it records the 4 streams simultaneously and imports those 4 streams into the software. And then as you're watching it, you can just go, okay, now switch to camera 1, switch to camera 2, and it compiles a single like master reel. So it's like, I know all these are already synced up. I don't have to do any syncing after the fact. Everything is perfect. And then I can just say, like, even if I want to be like change angle every 5 to 10 seconds to keep it interesting. And as it cycles through stuff,
They make a device like that.
I'm
Like,
sure it's probably quite expensive.
I think the cheapest one I ever seen was about $400 or $500. It just wasn't really that great. But
Right.
yeah, you'd be about $2,000 for a really good one. But you know, Premiere does all of that for you. Like it will sync your audio as long as you're recording audio on all of the cameras. You can tell it sync this, and it'll analyze all your footage and line it up, and it does just a amazing job of it. And
I
then
think it might be worth me trying it for a month and seeing that, because like half the stuff is getting your audio all synced in.
yeah, well, and then what you can do is like you can kind of, and I haven't really started to use it, so I'm not fluent in it, but you can like switch between cameras. Like as you're watching, you can be like, all right, this camera, okay, this camera, because you can see all of your sources together, even though your timeline and then your main output, which would be the other way to you, but you know, your main output, and then you have all your sources up here, so you can actually get it to where you can see all your sources and be like, oh, I want that, oh, I want that. So in this last Fummins video towards the end, oh, that's the other thing. Make sure you watch towards the end. Those end scenes of me walking away are important. I'm telling you. One day you're going to be like, man, I'm so glad I watched all of those. Probably not, but so anyway, when I did the interview shots for that video, I had my main camera set up and then I had my GoPro off to the side and did two shots. So then all I had to do is pull all that footage in and let Premiere line it all up. And then I could slice it up however I wanted to. So, I mean, I'm not trying to push people towards Adobe software. It's fairly costly, but if you use it for what it's for, man, is it powerful.
Well, we are 6:35, and I do believe that my wife just about has our dinner ready to go.
Okay. You got anything you want to promote?
I should have a new video out by the end of this week. It's not going to be a super long video, but the process behind it was quite time consuming. It's another computer restoration. I have several videos I'm working on for the main channel. They're just not ready yet as I wait for electronics from China and whatnot. So
yeah, it's taking forever to get stuff.
If you aren't subscribed to Print and Play Retrospective, then do, and then you get to watch the new video.
Yeah, if you're not subscribed, then you're missing all that stuff.
I would probably bet that almost everybody here is subscribed, but
yeah, still haven't figured out why, but whatever. I will not have a video out this week. Well, that's not necessarily true, but I probably won't have a video out this week. The garage channel video will be out a week from Friday. Again, I'm trying on a 2-week schedule right now just because of balancing everything until I can get faster with the editing, which I think is going to happen now that I got my shuttle. Oh, it's pretty amazing. At least I like it. But it is taking, I mean, like even this video that I'm working on now, I've got a lot of hours into it already, and it's, I mean, the video's too long. I need to cut it down some, but and I do have a video for the 3D channel that I need to put together and release. It'll be just a short little tip type video, but it worked out really cool. It saved me a tremendous amount of time. So you'll want to check that out. We are still working on the Xander's thing Thursday coming back around. Zach new and improved. Zach is now on summer vacation, so there's a little bit more time. So we will get that all worked out. Otherwise, I don't think that I have anything else either. So this is the point where I say thank you very much to each and every one of you for tuning in. We appreciate you watching, even if you're just in the background and you didn't say anything in chat.
You
You
didn't click a thumbs up, even though you should.
Didn't say like, "Hey, I'm here." I do love comments on my videos. I mean, right now, and again, I'm leaning towards the garage side. Pretty much all the comments coming are from people I know, but that doesn't matter. I still love having the conversations with you guys. So that comment section is always there. And of course, I'm always accessible via the Twitters. You can always DM me on Twitter or email me directly at Glenn with 2 N's at one of the Fun King sites. So otherwise, thank you guys. And until next week, as always,
Print on.
print on.